for this at Millbrant Vineyards here in Woodinville, Washington. Weddings, music, and wine with Nuu. Weddings, music, and wine with Nuu. Wine tasting at the Millbrant Vineyards. Just tasted the Estates Chardonnay, the Estates Vignette, that's what it is. Next up is Red Blends, Butcher's Red Blend, Gabbro 2018, Waluk Slope AVA, 43% Sangria. Oh my God, all these freaking French names and stuff. I'm not trying to read all that crap. Anyway, the Gabbro is an Italian blend with notes of dark toasted bread, black and red fruits, and hints of tan, leather, and caramelized sugar. And then next up is the SVS Ravenscliff Malbec. And that's also an intense and rich with notes of black fruits and cocoa. A round, silky mouthfeel, complemented by a hint of black pepper and a long, lingering finish. So I'm going to taste on that stuff. Wines is just going to be, I guess, the subject of weddings, music, and wine with Nuu today. So you guys enjoy. I'll be right back.
I can do this. Sorry.
Weddings, music, and wine at the Millbrant Vineyards here with Nuu, here in also Woodinville, Washington. Sitting out doing some wine tasting. Just tasted some Butcher's Red Blend. Actually, I ain't even tasted the Butcher's Red Blend. Just tasted the SVS Ravenscliff Malbec. So just doing some wine tasting here right now. I thought we'd be doing a little bit of interviewing, but I guess we're not going to do an interview here. It's okay. It's all right. The guy, he's been busy, so it's okay. We got a lot of people in the background tasting all their wines as well, so it's all good. Having a good time up here. Going to play a little bit of music. The show is weddings, music, and wine with Nuu, so I'm going to play a little bit of music as well. So I got a little bit of funky, upbeat jazz saxophone to play for you guys. So sit back and enjoy.
This is DJ Nuu, the most interesting DJ in the world.
My favorites. I like Sauvignon Blancs. I like nice kind of neutral oak Chardonnays. I even like, sweet wines for spicy foods. My reds, I usually like, darker and juicier berries. Like I just love like Cab Sauves and Malbecs. I love like more kind of rich wines, which I think is really distinct in Washington State.
Yeah.
It's such a unique world-class region, and California is great for I think more of those minerally, more kind of chalky old world styles, and I think Washington brings a more kind of new world style to it. And as those berries progress and age, the vineyards age a little more, I think you're going to find even classier distinction.
Okay.
So, and that's what I've noticed the trend of. And now I've seen more sparkling wines too, and so we've delved into the sparkling wine repertoire. So
that's good. I mean, see, I would like to say, just talking next door, the guy gave me a lot of education because right now I'm kind of getting more into it to talk about it. So what you just said, I'm going to listen back at it and literally plagiarize you.
Thank you. Yes.
You got any family up here?
No, it's just me.
Oh, just came up for yourself?
Yep. Yeah, and most of my family is west or east of the Mississippi River. Like I've got family, my sister's in New Orleans. I've got family in Shreveport. You are?
Yes.
Right on.
Come on now.
Perfect. Yes. Le bon. What's the phrase? Le bon.
God dog it, brother.
Bon temps roulé. Le bon roulé. Something like that. Actually, Brian, I'm Brian, but then the other Brian, he's actually from Lake Charles.
Oh, okay.
So he can tell you all about crawfish boils,
oh my God.
all of that.
Come on, yeah, all of it. Cajun, the crawfish, everything.
And he just came back from a trip in France too, so he was touring some wineries out in France too. So
okay,
he's a cool guy. So
good deal.
If you wanted me to bring the other big Brian, I can bring him over too.
Bring him over, brother.
You got it. So
I appreciate you, Brian. And like I said, this is Weddings, Music, and Wine. Listen on Spotify. It's on Spotify. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on J.O. Savin. It's on every major streaming service there is. I'm going to actually have an episode tomorrow. You'll be able to hear your voice on there, brother.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Get back to work, man. I'm sorry.
I shall, pursue my post. I'll bring the other Brian.
Hey, appreciate you, Brian. Weddings, Music, and Wine with Nuu. That was Brian, the tasting manager here. He is busy, but you got to hear a little bit of him, so he was able to stop by just for a little bit. So appreciate him being able to talk with me just for a second. And as he said, he's going to bring another Brian, so maybe we'll get another Brian. Like he said, he was from New Orleans, from Lake Charles in Louisiana. Hopefully be able to talk with him. He'll give us a little New Orleans flavor onto the show as well with Weddings, Music, and Wine with Nuu. Second.
I might break the camera just so you know.
Weddings, Music, and Wine with Nuu. We got the other Brian here. We had the Brian earlier, the tasting manager, and we got the big Brian here from Lake Charles, from my area, and down in Louisiana. Tell them about yourself, sir.
So I was born and raised in Lake Charles, and I've been in Seattle area for about 40 years. Just took retirement from Boeing.
Okay.
And now I'm just doing this to fill a little time.
Fill a little time, huh?
That's right. All good.
I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you have a good one, man. Thank you. That was Mr. Brian from Lake Charles. He just gave you a little bit of his background as well. Thank you guys for listening in. Listen in on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and all major streaming services. We're doing a little bit of wine tasting at the Milbrandt Vineyards here in Woodinville, Washington. It's Weddings, Music, and Wine with Nuu. Weddings. Music.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
Okay, get up. Dipset. Joel Santana. Heatmakers. I think this.
And wine. With Nuu.
This is DJ Nuu, the most interesting DJ in the world.
See that? Know her name. Her name is Jill.
Oops. Anyway, God, I hate hearing my voice as well. It's nasally and whiny.
Well, if you don't want to hear it, it's on Weddings, Music, and Wine with Nuu, and it's on Spotify, so you can listen to it tomorrow, and you can sit there and hate your voice.
What? I have to tell you, the Chardonnay is phenomenal. It's a Rainmaker vineyard. I can give you a sheet that there's,
Of course.
and if you each
Yeah.
would like your own tasting grape,
Let's do it.
share it. Whatever. There is no right or wrong.
No, it's not.
And I'm going to send Cheryl out because Cheryl's been with
Yeah,
Jeff
she
in the
said,
tasting
Kim
room
told me,
environment.
because we got sent over here from Brian from, good God, I can't even think of the name of it now.
There's a Brian at Sparkling.
Yeah, it's right across the street. Good God. Yeah, what the hell? We was just there. It started with an M. But yeah, literally across the street.
Milbrand.
Yes, that's
Milbrand.
Yes, exactly. Yes, ma'am.
For me, it's random to be up here because I'm always in the warehouse district.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what you saw me. It's like you check out the warehouse district as well, which I'll probably do within the next couple of
Well,
weeks.
you do it like on a Friday night when the winemakers at one of the places are open till 7.
Okay.
And come in 2 to 7 at ATRICE because I'll be back. But I won't talk. And,
Yes, you will.
Jeff's production is just like 3 doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And so being up here is odd.
Yeah.
I like it. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, you got Patterson Gorman.
Yeah.
So Milbrand.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool,
Yeah, but
cool.
Brian from Milbrand, yeah, he knows Kim. So
I want to go.
yeah, and this is nice over there too. Yeah, and they're not that busy right now too. So whenever you get off, go check it out.
I may have to come up another time and do that. That's cool. Milbrand, and they're really nice folks because we do a private at Address Wines on Saturday, Sunday mornings before we open. And then that bus, there are people from out of town that come from hotels in Seattle, and then that tour bus goes to Milbrand next.
Oh,
Then
gotcha.
they go to Snoqualmie Falls and Golden
Well, tell my listeners where you are right now. Where is
This
this?
is a WT Vintners,
Vintners.
yes, in the Hollywood Schoolhouse District.
Everybody been saying schoolhouse. I guess that the old what was it? The first one we went to. That used to be a schoolhouse, didn't it?
Mary.
Yeah, Mary Hill.
Mary Hill.
Yeah, that used to be a schoolhouse. I heard somebody just randomly as we were walking through. He said, "Oh yeah, there used to be a schoolhouse." I said, "Oh shit!" I mean, I didn't realize that.
Hollywood Schoolhouse. I mean, this is what I call it. I might have a different name now, but yes, old schoolhouse. That's a long time ago. Somebody got married in there, and it was so cool. So let's move on to wine.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, honey.
You're making me nervous.
Don't be. No, you talk.
So this is a tasting for one, but if you choose to share, if you want a tasting for two, we'll take care of this. So this is delicious. This is a 2017 Pinot, Seven Springs Vineyard.
Okay.
That's where he sources the fruit. And it is very unusual to see something with this vintage at this point. Most people are releasing, they're pouring 18s, releasing 19s. So this is this beaker right here. The Mourvedre, another varietal of mine that I actually love, and Jeff has a beautiful stylistic approach on his.
Okay.
This is Boucher Vineyard. Boucher Vineyard, also a 17. Boucher Vineyard, for those of us that are in the industry, the first time I got to meet him, it was like meeting Edgar Martinez or Big Papi or somebody in the baseball world, because he is the Hall of Famer, one of several, and in Washington State, and to source fruit from Boucher is just, it's superb.
Okay.
Not only the way he grows it, but of course where the vineyard is located, as well as how rows that winemakers have contracts with, how he crops specifically for each winemaker, et cetera, et cetera.
Gotcha.
And so Boucher, for those of us in the industry, is very well known.
Nice. Bobby Boucher.
And so then we've got the Grand Cote Vineyard, and again a 17, and this is out of Yakima, and that's what is in this beaker right here. If you get really into the geeky things, then they start talking clones and Joseph Phelps clone.
Yeah.
It's kind of almost over my head as well, because, you know, that's it. I mean, I hear it, I try to understand it, but I don't retain it.
Gotcha.
Also, you can get even geekier about how it is fermented when the fruit comes in.